What's going on, guys? This is Kaishiro. Welcome back. So for our video today, we're going to cover top 5 sleeper decks of June 2023 OCG format. So when you say sleeper decks, these are the decks that are not topping every week, that are not topping every day, but you can definitely count on the deck when it matters the most. The deck can still top and perform at the highest level, and you know for a fact that the deck can still notch some victories on the very best meta decks on the format. So yeah, sleeper are just decks that are not under the spotlight, but they are under the radar, and they can still perform at the very least. So yeah, let's get started. At number 5, we have Elitch. So we know for a fact that Elitch has been around since 2020, and they are proven and tested that Elitch is a good deck to play for a very long time now. Elitch may seem to be weaker right now on the format due to the floodgate hits, to the R1 skill drain, and the many hits on the Elitch, but you can still count on Elitch if you want to go into the old school type of beatdown with floodgate setups. And we already know that if Eldritch can set up board with Solemn Judgment and Solemn Strike with their power trap cards and their floodgate disposals like Solemn, rather Gozen Match and Skill Drain and Rivalry, you know for a fact that you are in danger against Eldritch. So yeah, Eldritch can still be viable on the format due to the fact alone that it can stun many decks on the format, and it can really disrupt you with powerful trap cards like Solemn Strike and Solemn Judgment. But the downside of Elitch is still the same. They are really screwed with board wipe cards like Evenly Match that is very popular on the side deck of many people right now to answer Rescue Ace. And then you have Lightning Storm that is also popular as a back row removal on the format. So yeah, Eldritch can suffer against this type of cards on the format. So yeah, even Eldritch is a good and safe deck to play. It has downsides and obvious weaknesses like these cards. So coming at number 5, we have Eldritch. Moving on, at number 4, we have Fluandris. So Fluandris is a very good deck, to be honest. It is easy to play. It is linear. Any newbie, beginner, or novice players can definitely get the knack of playing this deck without difficulties. So, due to the fact that it is easy and viable, it is also not stressful to pilot on tournaments. You can just chill and play your normal summon game with the Fluandris, and the deck can still interrupt you with the Ryza Monarch. It can bounce. So, it is a very good interruption right now on the format, and many link-based decks are roaming around the format. Like Salaman Great and even Vanquishol relies on link summons and even Rescue Ace sometimes. So yeah, there's a lot of link-based decks on the format like Matmech. So you can stun those decks with the Fluandris Empen due to the passive effect of this card. And the good thing about Fluandris is you can nullify the most warp card on the OCG format. Maxi, of course. When you are playing Fluandris, you don't care about getting Maxied because you just normal summon on this deck. And one of the most strongest hand traps on the format with the Dimension Shifter, you can stun a lot of many decks right now on the format like Purely and Super Heavy Samurai, and many decks that can get affected by Shifter like Tearlaments. So yeah, it is a very good deck that can play around and conquer the meta decks on the format. But the problem is the most prevalent hand traps like right now like Droll and Lockbird and Ghost Ogre and Imperm are very detrimental against Luandris because they rely on their normal summon effect monsters. So they are pretty much weak against Imperm that can negate the effects of their monsters and Ghost Ogre. If they get hit with Ghost Ogre, they may be weakened if the field spell is Ghost Ogre or their normal summon are lacking for their tribute summon to Empen or their level 7 Wing Beast monsters. And then Droll and Lockbird because the deck adds a lot on their play That's why Droll is very effective against Luandris. So yeah, these are the things that you should be wary if you are playing Fluandris. But nonetheless, I can still say that this is a very good deck on the format right now. So at number 4, we have Fluandris. Coming at number 3, we have rank 8 Luna. So this is the Luna deck that capitalizes and utilizes the rank 8 toolbox that can go into the Numeron Dragon and the Hope Harbinger. So those shenanigans that can OTK you with ease. So paired with Luna that can destroy your boards when going second. Can utilize the Kaiju on the deck by using the bounce of Luna. So this deck can pretty much destroy any kind of board on the format. Given the space of the deck, it has a lot of hand traps and many cards like Kaiju and Nibiru that can disrupt the board of many decks right now. You can definitely count on the Luna Kaiju as a good going second deck. For me, this is the best going second deck right now in the format. I don't see any more going second decks that are viable in the format. Unlike before, you have Numeron and even going second Sky Striker. Right now, nowadays, you can only see rank 8 Luna as a going second deck that are doing still good on the current meta game. So yeah, I know for a fact that this is the best going second deck right now on the format. And then the weak side of this deck is they lose to Dimensional Barrier because this deck relies on XYZ summoning into their rank 8 shenanigans. That's why they can also auto lose to Dimensional Barrier that can stop them from XYZ summoning. So yeah, at number 3 we have rank 8 Luna Toolbox. Coming at number 2, we have Thunder Dragon. So this is much older than Elitch. Thunder Dragon has been around since 2018, 2019 if I'm correct. Thunder Dragon has still been retained the status of its relevance for a very long time with the shenanigans of summoning out Thunder Dragon Colossus. This deck can definitely stun a lot of decks right now on the format like Purely and Kashtira and Super Heavy Samurai that relies on adding cards from their deck to their hand. They can single-handedly lose against Thunder Dragon Colossus on the Thunder Dragon deck right now. So yeah, it is a very good deck to answer the most prevalent meta decks right now on the format. That's why I opted to select this deck on the second place on the tier list because of the matchup spread against the very best meta decks on the format. So the good side of Thunder Dragon is it is a flexible deck. You can boost the consistency and ceiling of the deck by playing Bestials on the main deck. You can incorporate Bestials to improve the ceiling of the deck. And if you're playing safe or conservative, you can switch to Floodgate lineup of cards on Thunder Dragon strategy by playing There Can Be Only One and Skill Drain and Rivalry that can stun many decks right now on the format. So you can play it aggressive or very much control manner. So the deck is really good if you are a flexible player on the format. So yeah, at number 2 we have Thunder Dragon. Coming at number 1, we have the most innovated deck right now in the format, the Adventurer Sky Striker. So Adventurer Striker became viable due to the release of Sky Striker Camellia, if I'm correct. That's the name of the new monster from the V-Jump magazine that Sky Striker gained recently. So Camellia has the ability to pitch the engage on their graveyard. So you can use the Adventurer line of play of the Aremisier and the Water Enchantress that can go into the Link Spider, and you can link those monsters into the Sky Striker Camellia that can pitch your engage. So yeah, that's basically how the decks functions right now. By venturing the Adventurer package on the Sky Striker, the deck can be more explosive on turn 1 because you can utilize your first Kagari. You have 3 Kagaris on the deck, so you can just maximize the Kagari on this deck. So it is basically Sky Striker with turn 1 engage almost all of the time. So yeah, you can definitely count on the card advantages of this deck with the Adventurer package. So the problem of this deck is Sky Striker already loses to Ash Blossom. But right now, this is a very concerning factor against Sky Striker. On the Sky Striker Adventurer decklist, you are pretty much screwed against Ash Blossom, to be honest. And then you have cards like Cosmic Cyclone and Harpy's Feather Duster that can mitigate your back row plays with Sky Striker, wiping your Widow Anchor and many more adventurer cards on your back row disposal. So yeah, these are the weaknesses of the deck. If you can avoid playing against these cards, you must do it on this deck. But right now, I'm very excited to the progression of Sky Striker Adventure because I think the deck has a lot of potential. If players can create a deck list that is very good to very good list to answer the meta decks right now in the format, and that can cater also against the format right now. I think this deck will go into higher places or greener pastures because the deck is really good and really fresh right now. Players will still innovate on this deck moving forward. So yeah, at number 1 we have Adventurer Sky Striker. So short recap, at number 5 we have Elitch. At number 4 we have Fluandris. At number 3 we have Lunariq 8 Toolbox. At number 2 we have Thunder Dragon. And at number 1 we have the newly innovated Adventurer Sky Striker. So these are the top 5 sleeper decks of the format. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscription button if you are not yet subscribed on my YouTube channel. And hit the notification bell if you want to get updated on my content. And hit the like button if you like this kind of video. So thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Peace. Been fighting with